Well, hello and welcome to the Internal Mobility Podcast, where we explore all of the ways for you to reach your potential at Randstad while also making this giant company a little easier to know and understand. Today, our guest is Justin Priest. And Justin is the Senior Vice President for Randstad Technologies, which means he leads all of the sales teams in the eastern half of the country for our mid-market accounts. Justin, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Chris. It's such a cool thing that you guys are doing. I know, for people that are just trying to explore and see what's happening across the company, it's a really good way to get feedback from leaders and just kind of have a different look at companies and folks that are a part of this company. So I'm honored to be here.
Cool. So you in particular, I think, can help people with kind of the mystery behind the account manager title, because a lot of folks don't know what that means, particularly if you're parts of the business where we're full desk and account manager means something very, very different. So I think, too, you're a good person to help with that because you started as an account manager and now you're an SVP, right? Like account manager to SVP has been your walk?
It has been my walk. And just kind of from where I came from, I had no sales experience walking into this. And that's why within Randstad Technologies, we created the Business Development Specialist program. It's hard to find experienced salespeople. Really successful salespeople aren't looking to make a move. And from a Randstad Technologies perspective, we felt it was important to give people kind of that ground for learning. Actually, when we started talking about the Business Development Specialist program, we were surveying all of our leaders in the company, and they all came from inexperienced, non-sales, non-production roles, and were given the opportunity to come into this company and prove themselves. And to your point, I've been here 15 years in October. I've had, I think, 6 different roles, from an account manager to a managing director to a regional director to an SVP. And, if I wasn't kind of given that, learn on the fly opportunity coming in with limited experience and being mentored and developed, I never would be in the seat that I'm in. And it's just been such a cool journey. And I think about that all the time, how thank God this company took a chance on me with no sales experience and kind of taught me from the ground up.
Cool. So that BDS profile, the folks that don't have sales experience, and you've got account managers where they have some sales experience, and you're hiring a lot of both right now, like 180 hires, something like that between now and the end of the year. So you are on fire, and there's somebody listening to us right now that works in our business somewhere that wants to consider a move to technologies. What do they need to know?
That's a great question. And I wouldn't want to overcomplicate it. Keep it super simple. Are you interested in exploring a new opportunity? Hey, have you kind of reached the pinnacle of your role and you just kind of feel like, hey, I'm stuck. I'd love to see what else is out there in this company. And I would even encourage that more broadly across all of Randstad. I've helped folks that were a part of technologies and realized, hey, maybe your skill set would be better fit for SourceRight. And we move them into that part of the organization and they're flourishing. So take advantage of what this company offers. I would never want to put a box around what makes a great account manager, because I've been a part of hiring and developing and training so many great people, and there's not like one perfect profile. So if you're interested, explore it. And I think that's what this podcast and Randstad's drive to move internally is all about. Like, take an opportunity to explore and have a conversation. You're not making a commitment. So, if somebody's interested in learning more about what Randstad Technologies does, if you're passionate about technology, if you're passionate about sales, check it out. And definitely 180 roles in the next 4 weeks. So we're moving quickly, and 48 of those are coming from my region as well. So if you're on the East Coast, I'd love to talk to you too.
Excellent. All right. So what general advice, you were really successful in your path and you referenced the opportunity to learn along the way. What would you say to somebody that wants to grow here if you could just tell them one thing?
My one thing, and I still do this to this day, is build a really strong internal network beyond kind of the walls of where you live. So when I was an account manager in Cleveland, I paid attention to who some of the top performing account managers and recruiters were in the company. And I intentionally would reach out to them to just understand how do they operate and how do they run their business and get feedback and build relationships with them. And then when I was in a managing director role, building relationships beyond kind of my region and understanding how other people do things. And I think what people find when they're willing to do that is so many people in this company are willing to help other people. They're not kind of in their box. And so build a strong network, and the network and talent is in this company. You just got to find people to tap into. Granted, I've been fortunate to work for awesome leaders, but getting that different perspective, I think, has really helped me out. And folks that I've seen operating in a similar fashion where they branch out and build a strong company network seem to grow their careers a heck of a lot faster.
Very sage advice, and one that I would think would really help facilitate our ACAR goals, right? What better way than to start just close by across the veil in another business and then partner together to get something done for our customers and our people?
Absolutely. Yeah, 100%.
Cool. So your favorite human forward moment in the last couple of weeks, what has that been?
So I know you asked this question, so I thought about it a little bit, but it's funny. It happened a week ago when I was on a call with your team, and we were rolling out to my entire kind of leadership group that's a part of this big surge hiring effort that we need to hire 48 people. And we were being very tactical and strategic and kind of rolling out how we're going to get there and the impact of what that means to our business. And at the end of the call, Dale Van Wagner said, and it just kind of put everything in perspective, guys, we're about to change the lives of 48 people. Like, how cool is this? And for me, it was like, man, Dale, like, that is awesome. Sometimes we only think about what we're doing and how we're moving forward, but we're going to hire 48 people in the East region from a sales perspective. We're going to hire 180 people in Randstad Technologies, and what that means from an impact around the holidays and just changing lives. I thought it was so cool. And I just, I love that that's how people think in our company. Like, we're people shaping the world of work. We're people helping people. And, we can't lose that in what we do. So it was just such a cool thing to have happen. And there was a lot of people on the call, and I think everybody just kind of got the chills,
Well, those chills are now going out to the rest of us. So thank you for that story, and thank you for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you.